fine. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. My computer doesn't like doing this, y'all. Okay, give me this. Copy. Ooh. Okay, and then we can just scoot him out of the way, and we should just see my birds. Okay. Open this one. Can I not? Just moving it. Can you hear me when I talk? Allegedly, it's recording me. That should be fine. Alright, so you're distant. Okay. Oh, let me move my mic. Hit, hit, hit. Alright, now my mic is actually physically closer to me. Alright. Oh, you see Chandler's texting me. I hope you guys enjoy that. Alright. So all we're doing right now is my About Me and my portfolio resize kind of weird on mobile. So we're going to fix that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my CSS, and I have a media query already made to fix my text, and then I'm going to give it a second because I know I have some latency issues. My Mac is crying in pain at streaming, so I'm going to give it a second to catch up. Alright, so there's the media query, and you can actually see the rule that's right there, that it's changing. So it's just changing the width of my text. The issue that I have right now is I have this grid. I'm going to give it a second to catch up. And right now I have some overflow issues. So all I'm going to do is add another media query to, my brain just stopped working. I'm going to add another media query to the grid so that way it's only one column instead of two, and that should hopefully fix all of our issues. So I'm going to put, I want to take this is what I want to change, so I'm going to copy this, which is just the whole rule, and we'll edit it as we go. And I'm going to put it inside of my media query in here. I don't care, we're not trying to change this. And then I'm just going to make it one column. So I'm going to wait for it to update so you guys are with me. I also like that it says I have problems. I don't know what my problems are. Alright, so now we're going to go to here, and we're going to open it with Live Server. And be patient, because my computer's probably going to be real unhappy with me. Alright, so this is what it looks like now. I'll give it a second for it to catch up. So this is what it looks like on our desktop version. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it to our mobile version, and let's take a look. It looks like it didn't work. I also might have to move my software around so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, no, you guys can see what the issue is. Alright. So as we can see, that didn't fix our overflow issue. It's still doing some wonky stuff, which is less than ideal. So let's inspect it and take a look and figure out why. So we can click this button, we can hover over it, and ooh, don't care, come on, go here. It looks like it didn't actually update. Yeah, because that's the right fix for it. That's what we want. So the fix is right, it's just not being applied. So I wonder if that's because of Chrome not registering this as what I actually expect it to do. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks right. Oh no, it looks like this is being overridden. I see. Interesting. Because this worked. Alright, we got a typo somewhere. Let's go back to code and take a look. But at least we know that that is the correct change to make, which is nice. Alright, so what's up? Now we get the real fun of development, of figuring out why something doesn't actually update. Alright, I'm going to do our favorite thing of Googling it. Media query is not working. Alright, it looks like maybe I'm missing a meta tag, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, I have my viewport. Oh. So, it's important to remember the C in CSS stands for cascading. And so, because this rule is above this rule, it's not being applied. And so that's why it doesn't work. But that's an easy fix. We just go down here when we move this down here, which is good practice anyways. I was being lazy. I should have put my media query at the bottom. Alright, so then now we should be able to find my test. Okay, and then yeah, there we go. Alright, so our portfolio's fixed. A lot less of, we still got a little bit of an overflow issue, but it is definitely better. Alright, so let's finish fixing it then, now that we got that piece fixed. So I think what makes sense to do is we will just, a golf cart just drove by my window, that's weird. I think first I'm going to get rid of the padding. So let's see what that changes. And then I changed it from a relative size to a hard size because it's 0. So it doesn't matter. It's just 0. No, that didn't fix what I wanted it to. So I'm going to undo that. This is the fun part of CSS. It's just like, I don't know, let's play with it and see. I think I want to resize the images. I think I was on the right track before. So let's resize the images to be just, I don't know. Let's do 50% of the view width, I think. And then we'll change the height so it auto adjusts so we don't get any weird stretching. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks nice. Alright, I'm happy with that. Cool. Alright, so that fixed that issue. So what we're going to do before, that one's still kind of big. Why is this one not changing? Oh, it doesn't have the images tag on it. What happens if I give it the images tag? Cool. Alright, so I'm going to go make that change too. So we go in here. So remember, when you are changing classes, the order matters, and then also like if you put commas or, you know, dashes or something, that means something different than a space. Alright, I'm going to put this back so it stays on. Alright. Cool, so I'm pretty happy with that, and that fixes one of the issues I wanted to fix. Yeah, with the... Yeah, so Christina says I'm going to play with that view width property I didn't know was a thing. Yeah, relative sizes in CSS is magic. It helps so many things, like behave so much easier. Alright, and then I'm going to scoot my screen down a little bit so you can see my terminal. And then we're going to do all the fun GitHub piece. Alright, So as per usual, I'm being bad and doing the git add with a dot, not just adding the files I changed. The one thing I do want to point out too is I saved everything. I have the common issue of not saving things, then committing work, and then being confused why it didn't show up. So make sure you save your work before you commit it. Okay, and then we're going to commit, and we're going to say what we did, and we fixed portfolio on mobile. It's probably too long, but that's okay. And then we just do git push. Cool. All right. So that fixes the one issue. And then we can go and see. It might not be totally updated yet, but I think if I go to an incognito window, it won't cache. Oops. Yeah, cool. And then it looks like it is already live, and it looks like everything is resized how I want it to be. Exciting. Cool. All right. Success. If I had anything more complicated in here, like I had actual JavaScript doing stuff, I would probably do like real testing and that kind of stuff. But I don't. I literally gutted everything, and it's just HTML and CSS. So I don't have any testing to do besides, you know, a quick visual test. I'm going to be hanging out for a little bit more. I'm going to pause real fast and see if any of these are important. No, none of these emails are important. All right, great. Nobody has messaged me. All right. So now what I want to do is this about me section is pretty long, and I did add breakpoints, and there's probably a better way to do this, but we can also see that I'm not being super consistent, so I should fix that. So what I was thinking about doing is just adding a picture, I think is all I want to do. So I think I want to put a picture like thinking about putting pictures maybe in like this middle piece, maybe here. It's only 3 paragraphs, but man, it feels like a lot on mobile. I'm gonna scoot this over. Also, technically, this is a no-no, and I should have done something better, but I was being lazy, and I just wanted it to look nice. The other thing I did want to talk about is adding to-do comments, so that's also something I need to do. Alright, let's see. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it. I kind of like it like that. I know it's a lot on mobile, but you can also like click the buttons and get it. I think I'm going to leave it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to test is my tab index, because that's the other thing I wanted to change. Oops. So let's take a look and see what it does first. I might leave it, honestly, because I don't have a lot of stuff. So tab index is something, I would use a fancy test curly Q for some sort of division, no image to load that way. Yeah, maybe. I might put some lines or something. It's only 3 paragraphs, though. So maybe I'll just leave it. Alright. Alright, so it's, when I tab on here, it just tabs all the way to these 2 links here at the bottom. I'm not opposed to that, honestly. Maybe I'll put a landmark here. There's just not a lot. So why does this not have a tab? I'm not opposed to that. I might leave it. I think that's fine. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna use VoiceOver. We're gonna use VoiceOver and see how it sounds to, can I just have it go? This is weird. That's not what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to work. I have no idea what audio ducking is. I don't know if it's running. Is it on? Alright, apparently I have totally forgotten how this works. Go? Maybe this is just the settings. Maybe I hit the wrong button. Alright, back to Googling. And this is just finishing up all of my accessibility testings. I know that my contrast is high enough because I already used W3 Schools. We can also do, while I try to figure out how to use VoiceOver, let's go ahead and run a light sail test too. And then we'll be done, and I'll be pretty happy with this. And Chandler's done with his stuff, wonderful. Alright, go ahead. Stop talking. So I'm going to let this run. So Lighthouse, Lightsail is the thing I use to manage my servers, is a really nice little tool that'll give you a lot of information about your website. So I recommend playing with it. It's free. It's part of Chrome. Cool. Alright. Woo, look at that. Alright, we have a less than perfect accessibility score, so let's take a look. Links do not have a discernible name. What element is that? Ooh. It looks like I messed up one of my links. Oh, I didn't delete it. I just deleted the... Good to know. Okay, we can fix that. So it's telling me down here, I made a link and it doesn't have a name. And that is true. I did not put a name in this one. So we can fix that. We save it. Alright, are there any other fixes that we want to make? Tap targets. The links are kind of small. That's fair. I'm okay with that though. What else? Yeah, properly size images. Alright, cool. So we're going to fix that link, and then I'm pretty happy, and I'm going to be done with my site. So all we do is I went in, and I gave Instagram a name, because I just forgot to type it. I didn't put it in the right place, even after I went to go fix it. I should probably test more for that. Yes, we'll talk about accessibility a lot, because I think it's one of, like, it's a super foundational piece, and it will really set your website apart. Alright, and then we're gonna just git add, git commit, and then git push. Alrighty, and then that is all that I wanted to do for this. I mostly just wanted to fix the portfolio grid piece, and now we are done. It's a little bit wordy still, and maybe I'll add some more breaks or something, but I don't super care. So that is it. I will talk to some of you guys today at 1, but that is all I got for you guys right now. I will talk to you all later. Bye!